What's going on, everybody? Bryce from Harbor Golf Sim here. Today we're starting a new little series. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Unfortunately, as of today, which is Wednesday, what's the date? I don't know. December 10th. I saw today that Rick Shields came out with a new video that is based on kind of what I'm doing here, which is, are drivers any better than they used to be? So what I did, I went on eBay, I bought my 4 favorite drivers of all time, or actually 3. So my gamer now I love, it's the Titleist GT2. But I went back and I bought my other 3 drivers that I love when I started getting decent at golf. And the first one was the Callaway Big Bertha Alpha 816 double diamond. So I think this club came out around 2015. I played this probably for 2 or 3 years. I loved it. Don't know why I sold it. I guess just because what happened to me is what happens to all of us. New shiny toys come out and you think they're going to make you better. But today we're going to find out if they actually do. The other clubs in the test, I got a Taylormade Sim over there. I loved that driver when it first came out too. It goes really long ways. It wasn't as forgiving from what I remember. And then I don't have it yet. It's still on the way from eBay, but I bought a Callaway Rogue. I think it was the ST. I'll put pictures on the screen, but it was the LS model. It was the black one that had the gold on it. I love that driver too. Same thing happened. New shiny toys come out, you buy them, you sell the other one on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, and you wonder why you ever did that. So we're gonna go in this series. We're gonna go through all these versus my gamer. This is obviously the most up-to-date Titleist version, the GT2. So this is the club I have in the bag. I had it in the bag most of this year. They're not going to be coming out with an updated driver this year. Titleist does them every 2 years, so this is a new driver this year as well. So we're going to go through I'll also prove to you that I had this idea before Rick Shields, because I'll show you in the screen right here maybe, that my eBay purchase date, which was like a little over a week ago. So obviously these 2 came, and good old USPS on the Callaway Rogue got delayed. So who knows if we'll see it or when we'll see it. But yeah, so we're going to get into this test. Basically, my general guess would be that they're all going to be pretty similar in distance. I think maybe you would hope a little more on the newer ones than, especially this one, 2015. But my hope would be that they're more forgiving these days. And the GT2 is definitely a more forgiving model than the rest of these. Callaway's I always play, well, this is a double diamond. I think this was before they were even doing triple diamonds, but triple diamonds in this and the Rogue. So those are low spin models. I struggle with high spin on my drivers. And then the Sim definitely is more of a low spin driver as well. So those 3 are kind of in the same low spin category, where the GT2 is more of a forgiving model. Like the GT3 would be more equivalent to these. But the reason I bought the GT2 is because I was still getting really good numbers and the spin was still decently low, and it was, I thought, more forgiving when I was hitting it in the bays. So we'll find out today. This is going to be a super fun series for me to do. I've always kind of wondered about this. Plus I got all my new favorite drivers back now, and I'm going to keep them because I like them and I wish I would have never sold them. So we're going to go through this. We're going to hit 20 shots. I'm going to use the driving range because it has a nice set fairway on it. That way we can get true numbers on GS Pro. And then I will be tracking, but it won't be in the final results for the numbers of how many fairways I hit for each club. And then I'm gonna take out the bad ones on the actual final numbers portion that you guys will see on the chart at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess we can get started. Okay, so I forgot to mention, I'm going to be using what is this, a TP5X? TP5X today. It's the Pix one. just to make sure we get perfect numbers with the cameras. The Pro T doesn't need it. Honestly, the real reason I'm using it is because it's a new ball, and I got a bunch of Pro Vs and other balls in here that are been hit a lot. So I wanted to get a new ball involved. We'll just end up using this TP5X throughout all the testing. This is going to be a 3-part series. Today we're just going to do the Callaway Big Bertha, and then next week or the week after, whenever I throw it in there, we're going to do the Sim, and then the next time the Rogue. So 3-part series. Keep the videos a little shorter. Hopefully you guys will watch them all, watch the whole video if I keep it a little shorter. And then please like and subscribe and comment. I really want to grow this channel. I'm having a great time doing it. Just trying to get as many views as possible. So as much help as I could get from you guys, the better. Obviously, that's what makes it grow. That's what makes the algorithm work. All right, so here we go. We're going to hit 20 shots. One other thing. I know I've mentioned this before, but the Pro T software, it has a slightly different numbers than the GS Pro software. I'm not sure why. It's just the way they talk to each other. But all the numbers I use on all my testing is all off the Pro T software, because that's where I can chart it and pull the graphs, and that's where all the numbers are kept. So here we go. First up, Gamer Driver GT2. That was a little chunky. I felt my elbow pop on the way back. So obviously that one will count as a missed fairway in the 1 out of 20. We're doing 20 shots, seeing how many fairways we hit. Obviously that'll be a missed fairway, but it will not count in the numbers on the chart at the end. I will take all the missed fairways out. That was a good one. Maybe I will turn the tiles back on just so you guys can see something. The numbers are all at the bottom of this Pro T software that I put in the bottom right of the main screen, but they might be kind of hard to read. So we'll use these numbers to watch, and then you'll notice the numbers might be a little bit different in the actual software. So for instance, the carry on that was 278.7 in the Pro T, and on this it was 285. So it gave me an extra 7 yards on the GS Pro. Spins exactly the same. For some reason they just they calculate the carry a little different. Not sure why. It's pretty good. Stay in the fairway. Nice. Oh, drop kicked it. Hit the fairway though. You'll see the ball speed will be down on that, and I'm sure the flight's lower. And here's the problem with the little tee. It's hard to find. But yeah, I was doing some warming up. I'm working on a few swing changes right now. But I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm just going back to my normal swing for now, because I wasn't hitting it very good. And swinging way up on it, so not controlling anything. So I'm just kind of going with the old trusty one while I work through things in the off season, off camera. That was really toey. That's gonna miss the fairway. But still, for as bad as I hit that on the toe, that's pretty forgiving. That's a pretty bad strike. Oh, not a good swing there. Didn't get my weight transferred forward. That one will come out, but it'll count as a missed fairway. That was bad. 4,000 spin. Wasn't very good either. 3,800 spin. Hit a fairway though. Heel strike. Pretty forgiving for a heel strike. Hit the fairway. Hopefully we start swinging it a little better. The first couple were all right. Pretty good one. Another pretty good one. It's gonna miss the fairway though. It was slightly drop kicked, just barely touched the ground first. That's what dropped the spin and the club speed. That was pretty good. Stay in the fairway. Nice. $110. Not swinging it very fast. Terrible. Fell on my back foot again. That one's pretty good. $1,800 spin. 109.7 club speed. I don't know if I'm hitting these a little heavy or... I don't know. Yeah, that was high in the face. Must have chunked it a little bit. That was off the toe. Not very good. I'm gonna use that. All right, that was 13 so far. There we go. That one felt better. Didn't chunk it. Oh no. Here we go with the tee. Club speed was back up closer to normal there, 113. Helps when you don't chunk it. Another good one, a little low on the face, probably gonna spin, yep. Oh, that might be the best one. Still spun at 2900 though. That was right in the center. 172 ball speed. Just a tick too much spin. That ball would have went really far. With about 2200 spin. Drop kicked. But it's forgiving. You drop kick it, the spin comes off. Swing slows down a little bit, but it's a forgiving driver. All right, that's 17. We got 3 more. I feel like I've hit a good amount of fairways with this. Been hitting some fat a little bit. That's pretty good. A little toey, but good ball speed. Spin was good. Take that for sure. One other thing, when we do this each time with each different test, I am gonna hit the gamer. I'm gonna hit it every time, and so the numbers will be a little different. But I want them to be this. I want to be hitting the ball the same way, you know, that day. So I don't want to just hit this Titleist this time and just keep using the numbers over and over. Because I have a tendency to strike it differently depending on the day. Pulled that one. That was bad. Shut the face. All right, last one. Then I'm going to take about a 20-minute break because I'm already sweating. End it with a good one. A little drop kicky again. Missed the fairway. Not bad though. 167 ball speed. Spin's sure better when I drop kick it a little. Wasn't bad. Just barely touched the ground. All right, we're gonna go on to the Callaway now. All right, here we go with the, I said all right again. Here we go with the Big Bertha Alpha 816 double diamond. Look at that beauty. Man, I remember this thing. This thing was great. Wouldn't that be funny if it went back in the bag? Oh, one other thing. Shafts are all a little different. I got them as close as I could. They're all extra stiff. They're all 70 grams. So, should be pretty comparable. This is an old goodie here. The Speeder. I remember this shaft. Speeder 665 2X. This was a great shaft. I think Fujikura. This was before the Ventus. Oh wow, that looks different. A lot more compact head, that's for sure. Looks like the face is a little taller. Oh, how I've missed you. Matte black on top. Hey, look, another drop kick. At least we're starting the same as we ended. Hit the fairway though. Oh yeah. This brings back memories here. Oh, I remember that too. I don't think it, I don't know if it's gonna have the forgiveness. Hit that in the heel or in the toe a little, just a little. Left it a little open. Definitely, it's different to look down at. It's gonna take a little adjusting. Little heel side, fairway finder. Didn't drop kick it though. Heel expected to spin a little more. Swinging this 116 though. Be interesting to see the speeds at the end. Club speeds, I mean. Oh boy. Poor strike. But not sure we got the forgiveness here. Trust me, with driver, I need all the forgiveness I can get. That is a banana slice. That's no drop kick. Seems to be what I'm doing today. Oh man, that one felt like it should have been better than that. Slightly in the toe. Maybe we're finding out why I got rid of this thing. Because that one felt like a decent strike. It definitely wants to cut a little more. That was a pretty good strike too. That was a bomb, I think. 168 ball. Spin was at 1700. Wow. See, if you hit it off the toe and high on these older drivers, I think the spin just drops off a cliff. Luckily, we had the face square. 168 ball speed. See, like that one felt good. And it's leaking on me. That's like 2 or 3 that I felt like I hit good and they were going right. This is what I want to see though. I want to see that the new clubs are worth spending the money on. Huh. Now that one definitely was hit low on the face. But there's just no chance of it saving it. Little low. Pretty good one though. Finally got, I just closed the face on it. That's why it went a little left. See, that was a 1.6 out to in. Let's see if I can put a little more of a draw swing on it. Get it coming back. Nope. Well, it definitely drew and went hard left. Yeah, this thing definitely not as forgiving. Which we don't expect it to be. Really, it's a low spin driver, so. I remember when I had this thing, I loved it when I was swinging it good, and I absolutely hated it when I was swinging it bad. Couldn't find the planet. But on good days, it was good. That one's pretty good. One thing about this though, that I do kind of like, is I feel like I'm not really gonna miss left with it unless I really try to hit it left, you know, like try to draw it or something. But when I'm just swinging it normal, definitely seems to fall right, which could be a good thing. I hate missing both ways. Ha! And of course, then we do that. I take back everything I just said. It's not forgiving. $1,600 spin. A little toey. Worked out though. $169 ball speed, 2,800 spin, 118 on the close speed. Swinging that one fast. Well, there's that right one. I could feel it. That ball's going right no matter what swing I put on it. All right, we got 4 more. Said all right again. That was a low bomb. $317. Spinning at 1770. Anything high on the face on this thing, just the spin is gone. Three more. Drop kicked. Haven't done that in a while. Two more. Low on the face. Spinning a lot. This, my friends, is an unforgiving golf club. I'm just going to say it right now. I don't even think I need to see the numbers. All right, one more to go. See if we can end on a good one. Terrible. It's a tired golf swing right there. All right, that one will come out. I already know who won the fairway hitting test. That's not going to be even close. So we'll add up the numbers, see what we get. So we're going to do two different charts here. This first chart is the one I was talking about in the video. This is the chart that accumulated all of the good shots, which we considered fairway shots. So that was 13 for the Titleist and 8 for the Big Bertha. So on the good shots that hit the fairway, it was really crazy. They both had the exact same carry distance right here. The total distance was only 0.1 yards off. Ball speed was 1 mile an hour faster with the old Big Bertha. Smash factor was 1 better for the Titleist. Club speed, I was swinging the Big Bertha 2 miles an hour faster. Not sure why. Spin, 2400 spin for the Big Bertha, a little less spin for the Titleist, 2385. That's really good spin for what they call a forgiving driver. That's why I love that club so much. And then everything else doesn't really matter too much. Descent angle, blah, blah, blah. They are both going about the same height. So 124 for the Big Bertha, 128 for the Titleist. So on the fairway shots, they're pretty similar. But obviously with hitting 13 out of 20 fairways with the Titleist and only 8 out of 20 with the Callaway, that's pretty important. They pretty much almost doubled up the amount of fairways with the Titleist. Now we're going to do one more chart. The last chart is I took the best 6 shots for each one. So basically I based it off of ball speed and stuff like that, smash factor. So we'll go on to that chart now. Here's the chart for the best 6 shots out of each club. So basically, the balls that I hit the best in the sweet spot, what happens. So this is where it gets even crazier. So the Titleist had 4 yards more of carry. It had 2 yards more of total distance. Ball speed was a mile an hour faster. Smash factor was 0.02 faster. On these ones, I was swinging the clubs the exact same speed. So this is really representative of, what you can get out of each one. The Big Bertha spun a little less on the perfect hits. And the Titleist went about, 15 yards or 15 feet higher. So with the Titleist being a forgiving driver and be able to get this kind of performance out of distance is really, really good. 169 average ball speed is great for me. I guess in conclusion for this video, I honestly don't even think it's close. I mean, first test is a pass for new equipment because the Titleist GT2 totally outperformed the 2015 Big Bertha in every way. So my number one goal would be obviously give me the most amount of fairways. That's the easiest way to score in golf. And then if I can get the most amount of fairways by almost double and then hit it farther, I mean, that's just a bonus. We'll take that any day of the week. So good job, Titleist, on this driver. This thing's awesome. Next week we're gonna move on to the Taylormade Sim. Now I know that thing's a bomber, so I have a feeling we'll probably run into some of the same issues with forgiveness though, but it'll be a fun test. But so far, new equipment wins. We'll see what happens next week. Look forward to seeing you guys. Hey guys, if you want to check out our website, it's harborgolfsim.com. There's links in the description for everything that we built into the simulator and sell. That's the Pro TVX launch monitor. That's Carl's Place screens, enclosures, and impact mats. That's BenQ projectors. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps the channel, and we're trying to grow this thing. And lastly, thanks for watching, and see you next time.